Okay, in this video we're going to look at expanding brackets. Okay, so what we mean by that is when we've got a situation like 3 outside of x plus 2. Okay, we want to expand this out so we don't have any brackets left. Okay, to do that, okay, what we need to do is think about what's not written between the 3 and the bracket, and that's a times sign. So we think of this as 3 times x plus 2. Okay, and the further way of thinking about that is that we've got 3 lots of x plus 2. So I'm going to write down each lot. Here's one lot of x plus 2. It's a second lot of x plus 2. And here's a third lot, of x plus 2. Okay, then I can go, well, x plus x is going to give me 3x. Okay, and then 2 plus 2 plus 2 is going to give me 6. Okay, this is a completely legitimate way of doing this. Okay, the problem becomes apparent when I go, I need 143 lots of x plus 2. Well, all of a sudden, it's completely ridiculous to write out this part 143 times. So we must have a better way. And the better way is actually, it's in our notes, it's called the distributive law. Okay, and it tells us that what we do is we can go 3 times x gives us 3x, and 3 times 2 gives us 6. Okay, so more broadly, okay, we can generalize this by saying we've got a outside of b plus c. Well, we can expand that to be a times b plus a times c, which is simply ab plus ac. So what that means is I take each individual term within my brackets, and it doesn't matter how many there are. There could be more than 2, could be 100, it doesn't matter. We multiply each term within our brackets by this number or variable, whatever it is, at the front of our brackets. Okay, now you've got a handout there with some examples, okay, and I'm going to go through those examples to help you out. So our first example, okay, is I've got 3 outside of 2x plus 5. Okay, so again, I'm going to go 3 times 2x, so 3 times 2x, and then I'm going to go plus 3 times 5. Okay, well, 3 times 2x gives us 6x, and 3 times 5 gives us 15. Okay, so each thing inside our bracket times by a thing at the front. Okay, our next worked example is negative 8 outside of 7 plus 2y. So again, same idea. This time I got negative in there. Well, that's okay. I go negative 8 times positive 7 plus negative 8 times 2y. Well, 8 times 7 is 56. A negative times a positive gives us a negative. Okay. Then I've got plus negative 8 times 2. Well, a negative times a positive gives us a negative. So I'm going to end up going negative 16y. Okay. So I've gone negative 8 times 7, negative 8 times 2y, simplifies to negative 15, negative 56, take 16y. Okay. The next worked example we've got there looks a little bit different, but it's okay because we've got 4x out the front of 2 take y. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter, my process stays the same. Each term within our brackets gets multiplied by a thing out the front. So I get 4x times 2 plus 4x times negative y. Well, 4x times 2 simply going to be 8x. Okay, positive 4x times negative y is going to give me negative. Okay, and 4xy times y is simply 4xy. Now don't try to do any more than that. Okay, that's job done. Okay, because 8x and 4xy aren't like terms, so don't try to do more than what you can with these ones. Okay, so that's our general idea of expanding brackets, but often we need to go a little bit further, okay, and expand things and then collect some other like terms, which is what's happening in this next example. So I've got 3 outside 2b plus 5 plus 3b. Okay, so I'm going to ignore that 3b, just ignore it at the moment. I'm going to multiply these brackets. So I've got 3 times 2b plus 3 times 5, and I need to just whack on my plus 3b at the end. I simplify my 3 plus 2b, gives me 6b. 3 times 5 is 15. And again, whack my 3b on. So all I've done is I've simplified those, and then I can collect like terms out because I have 6b and 3b, which are like terms. Okay, so remember our strategy is hide the stuff in the middle that we don't want. 6b plus 3b will give us 9b plus 15. Okay, job done. 9b, 15 aren't like terms, can't do anything else. Okay, our last worked example, we've got 12xy, okay, plus 7x outside of 2 minus y. Okay, again, just like this 3b, we ignored it. Well, we're going to ignore this 12xy to start off with. Leave that alone. Okay, now I've got 7x times 2. Okay, and then I've got 7x times negative y. Okay, well, my 12xy doesn't change. That stays there. 7x times 2 is simply 14x. Okay, positive 7x times negative y is going to give me negative 7xy. Okay, look for like terms. Well, we get them with our 12xy and our negative 7xy. So again, hide what you don't want. We can see we've got 12xy minus 7xy gives me 5xy plus 14x. They're not like terms, okay, so we can't add them together. Okay, and that's all our worked examples. Okay, so it'd be good to pause the video to make sure we can get these down on our notes. But again, I'll just recap the process, okay, because each term within our brackets gets multiplied by the thing out the front. If we've got a bit more, okay, we can look at simplifying by collecting our like terms. Okay, so hopefully that'll be enough to get you through the questions that we need to complete. Okay, but get these notes down, stick that note sheet in your notes book.